Browns' Shedeur Sanders receives strong vote of confidence from unexpected source. Sanders is still the third-string quarterback on the Browns. Shedeur Sanders has yet to suit up for his first NFL game after being named the Browns' third-string quarterback at the beginning of the season, but one high-profile fan is rooting for him to ultimately win the starting job. Family Feud host and beloved comedian Steve Harvey, who is a self-proclaimed lifelong Browns fan, recently sat down with Ryan Clark to discuss Cleveland's 2025 campaign. Harvey was asked for his thoughts on the Browns' current quarterback situation and went on a comical rant directed at the signal callers who sit above Sanders on the depth chart, current starter Joe Flacco and fellow rookie Dillon Gabriel. Joe Flacco will be playing a few games, but is going to get hurt, Harvey said. You just can't be 40 and run that fast away from all these people. So Joe Flacco going to get hurt, then we're going to go to this white dude that no one has ever heard of until draft day. Why Shedeur lasted this long in the draft is beyond me, but it's okay, they did what they did. Harvey said he was very impressed by Sanders' performance this past preseason, noting that Sanders was dealt a tough hand in Cleveland's preseason finale when the rookie completed just 3 of 6 passes and got sacked 5 times. The longtime TV host opined that Sanders deserves an opportunity to start a game amid the Browns' largely unimpressive quarterback room, yet Harvey also thought Cleveland might pull the dumb move of trading Sanders in the future. So now, we're going to watch this Gabriel boy go out here and panic his off soon as he get thrown in there with the Wolves, 'cause the Real Wolves come during the season. I am praying to God that Shedeur gets an opportunity to show what he can really do, and I think that would be probably the best thing for him. But, knowing the Cleveland Browns, they going to trade him. They going to trade him away, 'cause you know quarterbacks ain't what we do. Harvey seemed to be very confident about Sanders' natural talent, while at the same time ripping off a few jokes at the other Browns quarterback's expense. Whether or not you take Harvey seriously, it's clear that he's cheering for Sanders ahead of what's expected to be a long and bumpy journey in the NFL for the heavily scrutinized 5th-round draft pick. Flacco and the Browns, 0-2, will take on the Packers on Sunday, with Sanders yet again watching the action from the bench. The Cleveland Browns quarterback carousel has long been the stuff of both heartbreak and comedy in NFL circles. From draft busts to short-lived experiments, fans in Cleveland have lived through decades of instability at football's most important position. And now, in the heart of Ohio, a new chapter is being written, a chapter with a fresh name on the front cover, Shedeur Sanders. The son of Hall of Famer Deion "Prime-Time" Sanders has carried heavy expectations since his college days. After transferring to Colorado under his father's legendary shadow, Shedeur proved that he was more than just a coach's son. His accuracy, poise, and ability to thrive under pressure made him one of the most polarizing yet captivating quarterback prospects of his generation. Still, many wondered whether the NFL stage, especially in a place as demanding as Cleveland, would overwhelm him. But then came the vote of confidence that nobody saw coming. A surprising voice emerges. When it comes to quarterback endorsements, one might expect the usual suspects, analysts like Stephen A. Smith, NFL legends like Troy Aikman, or even a former Browns great such as Bernie Kosar. But this time, the words of support came from an entirely unexpected figure, LeBron James. Yes, that LeBron James. The kid from Akron. The 4-time NBA champion. The man who once carried Cleveland on his back and delivered the city its long-awaited championship in 2016. Speaking during an interview after a Lakers practice, LeBron was asked about Shedeur's adjustment to the NFL and his place in Cleveland sports history. Without hesitation, LeBron delivered a message that reverberated across both the NBA and NFL worlds. Cleveland's been waiting for somebody like him for a long time. I see the way he handles himself, the way he carries that pressure. Reminds me of when I first got drafted. The kid's the real deal. Give him time, he's going to deliver. Those words struck like thunder across the sports landscape. Why LeBron's endorsement matters. To understand the weight of LeBron's statement, you have to remember what he represents to Cleveland. For decades, the Browns have been the struggling sibling of Cleveland sports, often overshadowed by LeBron's heroics with the Cavaliers. When the Browns were losing heartbreakers on Sunday, fans could at least find solace in the fact that LeBron was dunking over opponents and carrying the city's pride on Tuesday. For LeBron to align himself with Shedeur Sanders wasn't just casual praise, it was symbolic. It was the passing of a torch, an acknowledgement that Cleveland might finally have another generational star capable of lifting the city into relevance, not just in the NBA but on the NFL stage. Shedeur's reaction. Reporters naturally rushed to Sanders after LeBron's comments went viral. True to form, Shedeur didn't bask in the spotlight or fuel the hype. Instead, he kept his answer cool and composed, reflecting the same maturity that drew him praise during his Colorado days. "That means a lot coming from a guy like LeBron," Shedeur said with a smile. "But at the end of the day, I still have to prove it every Sunday. LeBron earned everything he's got, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Cleveland deserves the best. That's what I'm working for." It was the type of answer that Browns fans wanted to hear, not cocky, not dismissive, but grounded. The Browns' locker room effect. Interestingly, LeBron's endorsement didn't just resonate with fans. Inside the Browns' locker room, players reportedly discussed the comments during team meetings. Wide receiver Amari Cooper later revealed that the team joked about Shedeur being the LeBron of the Browns, but admitted that it also brought a new kind of belief. "When someone like LeBron speaks, you listen," Cooper said. "He knows what it's like to be the face of a city, to carry that weight. For him to say that about Shedeur? That's real." Veteran leaders on the Browns, including Nick Chubb, reportedly pulled Shedeur aside to remind him that external validation is nice, but it's what happens between the lines that counts. Still, the confidence boost was undeniable. Fan reaction in Cleveland. The dog pound, long accustomed to hope turning into heartbreak, reacted with a mixture of excitement and cautious optimism. Local radio stations lit up with callers comparing Shedeur's calm demeanor to the swagger of Baker Mayfield's early days, though with a level of maturity and composure that Mayfield sometimes lacked. Twitter exploded with memes of LeBron and Shedeur shaking hands, with captions like, "Akron meets Colorado, saving Cleveland together." Bars around downtown Cleveland began running specials like Shedeur Shots on Sundays, and some even played highlights of both LeBron's championship runs and Shedeur's college game-winning drives before Browns kickoffs. The city, famously skeptical of new promises, was starting to lean in. Deion Sanders' take. Of course, no story involving Shedeur Sanders would be complete without his father.